right, let's react to this one Jay-Z clip where he talking about a specific rapper that everybody's saying one name and there's another name that I don't, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play the clip. Hold on.
Tell people all the time, never fight against the future. Future's coming. Artists,
Time's
they
changing.
were trying to recreate something that was already done, but they're not connected to it like that. They're not living it and breathing it. They were fighting against gravity.
Fighting
as
against
opposed
gravity.
to telling their story. We needed that other side. We needed to hear about what happens when you've had 4 successful albums. What happens? What is that feeling like?
What is that
How do you
feeling like,
make the next
Jay-Z?
one? How did you get in the studio? How are your kids? How do you interact with them as this hip hop dad? But if you're trying to make young music and you're not young, it's gonna be inauthentic, and people can feel that. You can smell it. So the best thing that anyone can do, like going through music, is to tell a story, and just keep creating from that space. I love what the clips are doing right now, and how it's authentic to them, and they're telling a story about their mom and dad who just passed away, and how deep that is, with John Legend singing on the chorus, and everything that they've been through is an authentic display, a piece of classic material that it could have came out 96 or come out 2026. It still feels the same because it's real and it's authentic to who they are.
All right, so it's a lot of niggas saying, oh, there's one artist who's been able to retain their position atop hip hop by their ability to stay connected to their age group and still captivate the youth. It's not inauthentic. It's something none of the artists before him, including Hove, were able to do as long as he's done it. And it kills them that he did it and is still doing it. Now, this nigga was talking about this is one of the Mallory twins, the two niggas that like look like skinny versions of me. So he was talking about Drake. But I think that Future is the one that should be getting, like, you know what I'm saying, this props. Because as much as I hate Future, young niggas still love Future, and the niggas that are my age still love Future, and it's niggas that swear by Future's discography and catalog. It's niggas out here that'll tell you, you put Jay-Z and Future on the same stage, or like, say for instance, it's some niggas out there that if you was to say a Coachella like event was happening and there's a stage with Future and there's a stage with Jay-Z, niggas is picking that Future stage. It's a lot of niggas that's picking that Future stage. And like, the thing is, his audience don't really overlap with these niggas. His audience don't overlap with a Jay-Z or with a Drake per se. Like, his audience is more like to itself. So Drake, that like when niggas give Drake that like Peter Pan shit, like he can stay young forever, like Drake still got like classic hip hop fans. So he still got fans like that'll listen to a Joe Budden and also like play the clips, play all of these niggas, even though that they don't like the nigga, they'll still tap into Drake because they like what he do to a certain extent with the bars or with whatever they checking in for him for. But with Future, on the other hand, I could tell it's a lot of Drake fans that if you told them to list a top 10 of rappers, they'll put Jay-Z in it. And then like you can say, oh, what's your favorite Jay-Z album? And the nigga will tell you Blueprint 2, the Black Album, or whatever the fuck. But if you, it's some Future fans out there that like, if you like TikTok wise, like, you know, them street interviews where like they be like, hey man, who's your favorite artist? Oh, Future. Who's your top 10? Future, Young Thug, Gunna, and they just gonna name a bunch of young people or a bunch of like other niggas that wasn't on your fucking mind as like top 10 consensus, and then they gonna like get into, man, like, Young Boy, that nigga cold. Like, they gonna start telling you all the classics that Young Boy and Future got, and they gonna get spewing off some crazy shit, and then you'll be like, yo, what's your favorite Jay-Z album? I ain't never listened to one. They gonna look you dead in your fucking shit straight down the barrel. I never listened to no fucking Jay-Z album. Who the fuck is that to me? What the fuck? You talking about Beyonce husband? Nigga, fuck that nigga. I'm not cranking that shit. I I'm it be niggas so content in life with listening to music either in a like in the car, headphones, and at a party. And as a younger person, I'll never be too like so tapped in for like, you know, well, not me personally, but like as a young person that's a Future fan, just visualize that they would never be in a space where someone is like riding with them and they'll be playing a Jay-Z album. Unless it's like, you know, somebody in their family, immediate family or something like that. Like they dad or something like that. And like most Future fans, they dad will probably play the Jay-Z songs with Jeezy or some shit. Like, so that's usually the way that they would probably hear him. So I just like I it's old niggas thinking about how what young still is. So them older niggas are continually getting older. So they're stuck in their mind being like, oh, well, Drake is the young nigga. He the young niggas nigga. When actuality, Future is the young niggas nigga. Young boy is the young niggas nigga. Not Drake. Drake will come to their side and fuck with them niggas and do a feature or two and like, you know what I'm saying, show love and, you know, tap in. But them niggas is they'll fuck around and skip some of them Drake songs that be on these albums, honestly. Cause they that hardcore ride or die for Young Boy and Future. They could give a fuck about that Drake shit. Drake come on, they be like, man, shut that singing shit up. I want to hear bang bang, shoot 'em up, kill kill kill. Why is Drake talking about a fucking stripper right now? I'm not in the strip club. I'm outside on a drill. Fuck this shit. So it's a I would say it's a blind spot for older niggas because they're let's say for like I'm putting a lot of shit in air quotes, but like they're above. So like say for instance like age starts at the floor and then it keeps going up and up and up. So the older you get, the higher you go up the mountain. So you're looking downwards at what's under like the younger generation. So Drake, there's a Drake sized like plateau that's blocking the top of the mountain per se. So I'm standing at the top of the mountain and there's a mid like towards the middle of the mountain there's this summit or cliff that's blocking the ground from being able to be seen, and it's the size of Drake, so I can't see shit underneath Drake. So Mount Everest, I'm climbing Mount Everest, right? You know how Mount Everest peaks above the clouds are now Drake. I can't see anything below Drake, so all I can say is, well, damn, there's Drake down there, so everything underneath Drake should be just associated with Drake. Everything younger than Drake is associated with Drake. That's incorrect. Young Boy has since came in, and Future not too long after Drake came in and kind of scooted that little, you know, he's carved his lane out. So as much as I hate to say it, it's as long as Navidius, whatever the fuck his name is rapping, them young niggas gonna tap in. Okay, you just saw that last video that I just made, right? Okay, so hear me out. Why don't you just subscribe to this channel right here, and then you click this video right here. It's really simple.